Fear is not a wall. It is a whisper, a lie repeated so often it starts to sound like truth. Fear says wait. Fear says you're not ready. Fear says, who do you think you are? But listen closely. Fear has never stopped death, never stopped time, never stopped destiny. It has only stopped people. Right now, somewhere inside you, there is a version of you that already knows what must be done. That version is calm. That version is dangerous. That version is tired of negotiating with fear. Fear survives because you keep feeding it attention. You rehearse failure in your mind. You imagine embarrassment before it happens. You feel pain in advance and then call it being realistic. That is not realism. That is self-sabotage in a polite voice. Every breakthrough in human history happened on the other side of fear. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years behind bars. 27 years of isolation, humiliation, uncertainty. Fear could have turned him bitter. Fear could have convinced him to hate, to shrink, to disappear quietly. But he did the unthinkable. He mastered himself before he ever led a nation. He understood something most people never learn. You don't defeat fear by fighting the world. You defeat fear by refusing to let it own your inner space. Oprah Winfrey was told she was too poor, too dark, too emotional, too broken. Abused as a child, rejected early in her career, publicly fired. Fear stood in front of her at every stage and said, "This is where your story ends." She didn't wait for confidence. She moved while shaking, and that movement turned pain into power and power into influence. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times trying to create the light bulb. Fear would have called that humiliation. Fear would have called that proof to quit. But Edison didn't label it failure, he labeled it information. And that mindset didn't just change his life, it changed the world. Here is the truth no one tells you. Fear does not disappear when you are ready. Fear disappears after you move. Action is the executioner of fear. You don't need more motivation. You need less hesitation. Fear grows in silence. It shrinks in motion. The moment you take the step, your nervous system recalibrates. Your mind adjusts. Your identity updates. And suddenly, the thing that looked like a monster is revealed as a shadow. Most people never live their real life. They live the practice version. They keep waiting for permission, waiting for validation, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. And fear loves patient people because patient people postpone their greatness. You were not designed to be safe. You were designed to be alive. Every time you avoid the call, avoid the risk, avoid the truth, fear tightens its grip. But every time you speak up, step forward, take the hit, fear loses territory. This is not about being fearless. That's a myth. This is about deciding that fear no longer gets a vote. Let your hands shake. Let your voice tremble. Move anyway, because courage is not loud. Courage is quiet consistency in the presence of uncertainty. Kill the fear today, not by thinking, not by wishing, not by waiting, but by doing the one thing fear told you not to do. That's where your power is. That's where your future is.